I want you guys to try to take this video and the things I say in it and really take them to heart, because it will help you a ton along your journey. So number one, marketing is the most important part of this entire business. There's only one way that you're really gonna see success in this business, and that's by finding a product, number one, and getting a successful marketing strategy behind that product that will actually work. That's the success, right? And there's tons of products out there, but there's a lot fewer marketing, I guess, platforms and things you could use to market. There's pretty much organic and paid. You have organic marketing or paid marketing. When you're going in and learning this free traffic marketing, or when you're learning this dropshipping business in general, the free traffic methods I teach are by far the most important skill that you guys will learn, because obviously building a website, doing all that sort of stuff is stuff that you could literally teach a 10-year-old, right? Obviously, that's going to be stuff that you guys will learn in here too, but that's all stuff that is just, hey, click here, do this, put this here. It's not stuff that you actually really have to get too many reps in to understand. With marketing, I feel like you do have to get some reps in. You do have to try it. You do have to test. And where I'm going with this is just my first tip is you guys spend as much time as you can learning the marketing. And as far as the website goes and all that other stuff, don't worry about it as much. You guys do not have to have a crazy looking website to make sales. There's tons of brands like Off-White and certain companies out there that have websites that are literally hard to navigate. It literally makes you not want to shop, but they still kill it because their marketing's so on point that they're one of the biggest brands ever, right? And so that tells you right there, marketing is more important than anything else, and that is why you should focus most of your time on learning the marketing skills. The second tip is to not go scatterbraining around everywhere. What I mean by scatterbraining around everywhere is just having your brain hop to a million different ideas and you actually pursue them. Now, everybody's brain, when you get started in e-commerce, or when you grow up in the generation we do in general, and you see all this content on social media and all these stories and all these things all the time, our brain goes absolutely berserk. And I'm not saying to stop that, because in reality, you're not gonna, and that's part of your superpower as an entrepreneur as well, is you probably think of a lot of new ideas, right? So don't try to stop that. Instead, control it. Tell yourself that you're gonna stick with it until it works. It's not gonna be likely your first product. It could be. I've seen students have their first product go crazy and they make thousands on their first store. I've seen it happen because we do teach free traffic, so you don't really have to have money to make money. So you can make crazy money off of just getting a video that goes viral, even if you really don't know what you're doing, right? So I've seen that happen before, and it does happen here and there, but don't go into this with the mindset of, hey, if my first product doesn't work, I'm gonna quit and try something else. Because if you go into it with that mindset, it's not even worth starting. You wanna go into it with the mindset of, hey, do I want the things that this business being successful, like, hey, if I'm successful in this business, the things that it will provide me, are those things that it's gonna provide me success in this business, are those things that success in this business will provide me gonna be worth it to me long-term more than any other route that I currently have planned? And if the answer is yes, if this is something that you want to do and you know you'll look back and wish you tried later in life, or wish you tried harder, or wish you tried one more product and didn't give up on it so quick, don't give up on it now, because you can guarantee one thing, and that's that you will look back later in your life and wish you would have given it another shot. If you do feel that way, yet you still give up after your first product doesn't work. The other nice thing about this, you guys, is I'm going to show you how you can just take the store you already have, and if your first product doesn't work, you just put a new product on the store. You don't have to go through a bunch of random steps and go do a bunch of stuff. You literally just have to, you don't got to start new accounts, nothing like that. You can literally just put a new product on that same store, run that new product, and give another test to another product. And after a certain amount of products, you're going to get one that hits. It's just a matter of time. Just don't expect anything and let the results show. You just have to worry about putting in the work, because your expectations do not change the scoreboard. Your actions change the scoreboard. So remember that, right? Moving on, you guys, the last tip that I want to give you is just to make sure to use the resources you have. There's so many times that I see people not looking up questions on Safari that are simple Safari questions. If you run into a problem in business, the biggest thing you want to do is figure out how to fix it yourself, if you can first. Because if you can fix it yourself first, then you know how to handle it in the future, and you're not going to rely on anyone else. The minute you start waiting to ask every question on the Sunday calls and not hopping in the Discord throughout the week and texting them when you have them, the minute you start putting your success in other people's hands, saying like, hey, I didn't know how to do this and I don't know how to do this, so I'm not going to do it. The minute you do that, is the minute you put your success literally in another person's fingertips, in another person's hands. You have all the resources to learn this stuff in the course, and you have all the resources to get help inside the free Discord. So use those resources. If you have a question, go in the Discord and ask it. You're not gonna get laughed at. There's thousands of people in there. There's people all ages from everywhere. It's a community where everybody's trying to do this. You're going to get help is what you're gonna get. So make sure you guys take advantage of this stuff because it's free, 100% free to use. So take advantage of the resources you have and use ChatGPT if you have a question and you can't figure it out and you can't find an answer on Safari, or use Google when you have questions as well. You guys get resourceful. Being resourceful will help you out so much in business. I'll tell you, the biggest thing that helped me out was just understanding all the tools that are out there. Now that I know all these websites for all these certain things to do over the past, 7 years I've been doing this, 8 years I've been doing this online stuff. Ever since I learned all this sort of stuff, you guys, I've kind of developed a mental library of different tools and websites and things I could use for different stuff. And now at this point, I really know, like, oh, if I need this fixed or this done or this found out or this, troubleshot, I know what website, what tool to use to make that as easy as possible. And I also, in that Discord chat, provide you a bunch of tools and things that I recommend as well. But my point is, use the resources that are given to you. That's the last tip I have for you guys in this one.